And this meditation will be welcome. Okay, here we are. We're on. So welcome to this ROV Global Meditation for, let's see, April 2023. Wow, moving through into spring here, or if you're Anne and Glennis, into fall. And so today's meditation is called Focus Open. And we want to welcome all of you who are joining us live on Zoom, but also those of you who are joining us on Enlightened World Network. Thank you to Enlightened World for broadcasting this, and also on our Raising Our Vibration community Facebook page. So welcome everyone. And this meditation will probably be about 40 minutes, so make sure that you have a really comfortable seat for meditation. And if you want to have anything to make notes on at the end, why don't you get that ready as well? And also make sure that you've turned your phone to silent, so you're not getting pinged by that. All right, so I'll give a brief intro to this meditation and then we'll move right into our practice. So the purpose of this meditation is to gain insight into our subconscious habits that create stress and conflict, and gain skill at focusing in and then releasing focus and resting in the openness of awareness itself, so that the openness of awareness permeates the whole field of perception and you live from a greater sense of compassion, ease, and flow. So let's begin with a metaphor for how perception works. So imagine that you have a large blank sheet of paper, and in the middle of this paper there's a bold red dot. And just our everyday kind of unconscious perception will get fixated on that bold red dot to the exclusion of everything else. So we tend to think what I'm seeing is the way things are and all that things are, and I'm really zeroed in on that. I'm immersed in my own focal point to the point that I think that's just what reality is at this moment. If I were to ask you to describe your experience, you might say something like, well, everything is red and small and confined, and life feels like a stoplight or like a red siren because we're just consumed with that bold red dot right in the center. And in this fixated focus, if I were to ask you to describe the paper background upon which that red dot appears, you might say, what paper? All I see is this red dot, that's all there is. And everyday perception is often like this fixated focus. There are infinite data points flowing through our perceptual gates from within us and all around us into this background space of awareness. This background space is like that paper upon which that red dot appears. And if you consciously took in all this data at once, you'd be overwhelmed. And that's why we do focus in. We do narrow our focus. In order to perceive one thing, we have to block out everything else. To have specific experiences, you subconsciously filter out most of the data that's coming in and just focus on specific data points that grant you a specific experience. So in that filtering process, the red dot comes to the foreground and everything else remains in the background, unnoticed. You might not realize this is how your perception is working. You probably think you're just simply perceiving things as they are. So why is that important? You can see the results of this perceptual mistake, this disregard for that background of awareness everywhere. We all seem to think our way of looking at things is right, and we're often willing to fight about it. Yet these specific points of view are neither right nor wrong. They're simply ways of filtering all that perceptual data and assigning meaning, such as seeing red and feeling angry or afraid or however that red dot makes you feel. So everything we experience is a result of this strong filtering process that creates these limited points of view. So if we can recognize this filtering process at work, it helps us understand why we experience life the way that we do. If what you experience is the result of how you are looking at things, what might happen if you open up and explore other possible viewpoints? And what if you open to the vast background of awareness itself, within which this whole process arises? How would that change the way you relate to your own experiences and the experiences and viewpoints of others? It could be quite liberating to recognize the open possibility of that blank paper background, that background awareness upon which these specific experiences arise. So, in this meditation, we're going to experiment with focusing in specific ways, in specific places, and then releasing these focal points and resting back as the boundless open space of awareness within which and from which this focusing process arises. And as you do this again and again, you learn to be more conscious, more flexible, and more intentional in perception. And then learn to recognize and rest as awareness itself, beyond any specific experiences and any specific perspectives. And then you can integrate this open awareness through all the specific experiences you have. So life flows with that greater ease and flexibility, skillfulness, intentionality, and compassion. So that's what we're about in this meditation. So let's begin to prepare for our practice. So find a comfortable, upright, seated position. If you're sitting on a chair, a couch, or a bed, sit far enough forward so you feel your feet firmly on the ground. And then if you're sitting cross-legged, really feel your sits bones resting firmly down in your seat. And as always, if you do need back support, it's fine to sit back against the seat back. And then let's rest your hands, palms cupped in your lap with the tips of your thumbs touching lightly. So that's an open, receptive posture in your hands that supports this openness of awareness. And once you're comfortably seated, your hands are resting comfortably cupped, you can lightly close your eyes. And just take a moment to check in inside. And notice how you feel right now. And see if it's possible to really acknowledge and accept exactly how you feel in this moment. And if you could sum up your feeling in a word, phrase, or an image, what would this be? And now consider your intention for your practice. Why is this important to you? Consider dedicating your practice to the well-being of all beings. Consider that your practice is not just for you, that your practice extends through all of us here, to all your loved ones, to everyone you interact with, and beyond that, to the whole collective consciousness. Our practice has this wider effect through all that is. And now focus down into the feeling of contact with the ground underneath you, through your feet and your seat. Awaken sensory awareness of the grounded presence of the earth beneath you. And relax and soften your feet, your legs, your hips, and your pelvic bowl. So you really feel you are resting down into the support of the earth. Really feel your oneness with the earth. And now focus into your palms and fingers. Awaken sensory awareness here in your hands. Allow your palms and fingers to soften and relax, as if they are melting down into your legs and down into the grounded presence of the earth. Feel the soft openness in your hands. As your hands relax, allow your arms and shoulders to relax down, releasing any tension in your shoulders, your neck, and your head. Imagine and feel as if a string is attached to the top of your head, drawing your spine gently upright, giving you a feeling of vertical spaciousness and awakened clarity rising up from your perineum and tailbone, right up through the core of your body, up through your spine, and through the top of your head. Notice how you feel as you sit more upright. Feeling that extension up through the top of your head. You might feel a tingling, awake aliveness at the top of your head. Tuck your chin just slightly to gently lengthen the back of your neck. Place your tongue up on the roof of your mouth with the tip of your tongue touching the gum line behind your upper front teeth. Soften and relax your tongue here. Softening your tongue is a wonderful cue for relaxation. As you feel this relaxation, smile, a subtle smile of calm happiness, of appreciation and gratitude for this time to relax and let go, and recognize the power to shift your focus and open a deeper, wider sense of awareness. Allow this feeling of smiling to relax your face. Relax your eyes. Release any tension from your eyebrows and your forehead. Feel the relaxed aliveness at the top of your head, and allow it to wash down through your head, down through your neck, your shoulders and arms, down through your chest and back, down through your abdomen and lower back, down through your hips and legs, down through your feet and down into the ground. Feel your body as a whole from the inside. Feel every cell relaxed, present, smiling, shining bright and alive. Feel this presence and aliveness in your whole body. This presence and aliveness is a gateway to deeper awareness. And now focus into your lower abdomen to a point about 3 finger widths below your navel, in the center of your lower abdomen. And feel as if your breathing is expanding out from this point as you inhale, and relaxing into this point as you exhale. This point can be big or small, whatever is easiest to imagine and feel. So feel your breathing expanding out from this point as you inhale, and relaxing into this point as you exhale. Allow your attention to become completely absorbed in the sensations of breathing through this point. So everything else fades to the background. And there is only this point, breathing. Now feel the space behind your hips and lower back. Feel the space surrounding your lower abdomen. Feel this space behind, to the left, to the right, and in front of your lower abdomen. Notice how this point arises within this space. This point in the center of your lower abdomen is an expression of this space. And the sensations of breathing through this point arise within this background space, like the dot on the open space of the paper. So you have this specific focal point and the sensations here, and the surrounding space within which that specific experience arises. Now focus up from here into the space of your heart. Find the center of your heart. And feel a positive emotion here, such as love, acceptance, appreciation, gratitude. You might think of someone or something that makes you smile. And focus on this feeling here in this center point of your heart. Smile and breathe this feeling through the center point of your heart. Allow your attention to become completely absorbed in breathing this feeling through the center point of your heart. So everything else fades to the background. And there is only this. Breathing this feeling through the center point of your heart. Smile and breathe this feeling through this center point in your heart. And now feel the space behind your heart. Feel the space surrounding your back and chest. Feel this space behind, to the left, to the right, and in front of your heart. Feel this whole space around your heart. And feel the point in the center of your heart within this space. Notice how this point arises within this space. Is an expression of this space. The sensations of breathing through this point in the center of your heart arise within this background space. And now focus up from here into a point in the center of your brain, directly between your ears, below the crown, right in the center of your brain. And feel a still point here in the center of your brain. Feel the stillness underneath all movement in the center of your brain. You might feel this still point light up with energy. You might feel a presence here, a tingling aliveness here. Or it might feel like nothing at all, just still, silent, and open. Focus into this still point so that everything else fades to the background. And there is only this. Only this still point in the center of your brain. Rest here in this still point. Notice how quiet it is here in this stillness, in the center of your brain. Now feel the space behind your head. Feel the space surrounding your head. Feel the space behind, to the left, to the right, and in front of your head. Feel this whole space around your head. And feel the still point in the center of your head within this space around your head. Notice how this still point arises within this space. It is an expression of this space. Like the dot on the blank paper, this still point arises within this background space. And now feel your body as a whole from the inside. Feel the entire space inside your skin. Feel the permeable boundary of your skin around your whole body. Feel the space around your skin. Feel the permeable boundary of your skin dissolving. So there is one space inside and all around. Feel this space extended infinitely in front of you. Infinitely behind you. Infinitely to the left. And infinitely to the right. Feel this space infinitely above you. and infinitely below you. Feel the whole space extending infinitely in all directions. This open space of awareness was in the background, as that within which all experiences, including the experience of your body and thoughts and feelings, and all specific perceptions, arise. But now this open space permeates through the whole space, through the foreground. So there's only this infinite space prior to any content, an open, clear space of awareness. Feel out to the edges of this space. And beyond that. And beyond that. Are there any boundaries to this space? Does it begin or end? Rest as this vast openness. Boundless. Timeless. Beyond space and time. Prior to thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Dimensionless openness. Infinite potential. Balance. Unconditional openness. Pure love. Embracing everything that arises. Boundless awareness. Let go and rest as infinite openness. And now feel your body as an expression of this openness, arising within, from, and as this openness. You are an opening through which this all-embracing awareness has experiences. There's no separation between your body, your thoughts, your feelings, and this openness within which they arise. Like the dot on the paper. The dot is part of the paper, inseparable from it. Individuality without separation. We are like this. This openness includes all beings, all points of view, all perspectives, all experiences. Everything arises from, within, and as an expression of this all-inclusive openness. This openness is love itself, embracing everything that arises. Feel your body, your heart, your mind as arising within this openness. Forming momentary points of view to have a diversity of experiences. All of which can remind us that we are not confined to any moment of experience or to any one perspective. Underneath it all, in the background of all experiences, we are vast, boundless openness. One life, one love. Awareness itself, embracing all. Now staying very still so you can continue to feel this sense of openness. Very slowly begin to open your eyes. Take in the feeling of the open space around you. Together with the space inside. As one space. Open, aware. As you sit here with eyes open, notice how you feel. If you could sum this up in a word, a phrase, or an image, what would this be? And record this word, phrase, or image with this inner felt sense. So it becomes a landmark. to remember this openness, this all-embracing awareness. Bring it with you. Share it all around you. Take it wherever you go. What would it be like to move through life as this openness? Holding space for everything that arises with love and compassion for the infinite diversity of expressions that reveal our infinite potential and point us back to that within which we arise. So take a few moments to integrate this experience. Make any notes, anything you'd like to remember. Feel free to move and stretch in this openness of awareness. Thank you for your practice. Well done. So take a few moments to let that settle. And if anyone would like to share about their experience, we welcome that. Monica.
Thank you so much, Cav. Thank you, Stephen, Kevin. That was amazing. I could really feel just the deepening of living as awareness. Just it's been a day of that for me. And this was just like another layer of it, and it just progression of really getting a felt sense of what it feels like, and it's really wonderful, liberating, and really grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Monica. Anyone else like to share? Anne?
Hi. I'd just like to say thank you as well. It was just what I needed today as a reminder to not be too focused on a particular problem that's going on at the moment. So yeah, it was really good to, and I think the metaphor or the analogy is very good, the dot on the paper really helps to sort of bring it down to earth, so to speak.
Nice. Thank you, Anne.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bill?
Yeah, thanks. That was wonderful. I wish I could have this played for my younger generation. You know, they're at that 40 to 50s, and we spent a week in the city with them, and with the two that are in the city. And oh man, I'm old age is no heck. It's not a lot of fun, but when you see where they are now, and no, I wouldn't want to go back to that, because talk about red spots. I wish they could hear what you express here. It's just wonderful. So thank you very much. And the red dot certainly definitely brings to focus what the emphasis is that you're looking at, the struggles of that red dot. So thank you very much. it's more of a small dot for me, but as long as health is here, you know, I would like to be able to share it with others.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping to do like Josh over there and bring someone in with me, because it's a wonderful practice you have here, and the fact that you're sharing it here. So thank you much.
Thank you, Bill. Beautiful. Stephen.
Kevin, that was really beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm very aware Bill, I had a little chuckle when you said, you know, the younger generation of 40 to 50-year-olds, because my daughter yesterday was referring to those young children of 4 and 5, and she's only 8. So I realized how relative and beautiful everything is when you look at it like that. And Kevin, that was just wonderful guidance. Beautiful in every way. One thing I was particularly aware of was I had a very lucid dreaming night, which happens from time to time. And so I was in that very boundless awareness that's expansive and limitless in the dream. And then it was almost like a meeting place of the dream and your practice met at the same point. So there was this wonderful intersection point where during the day you get up, and so the boundlessness of the lucid dream state might be a fraction more connected into preparing breakfast for the family or whatever, and then to go into this guidance and have the two join was really wonderful. So thank you for the limitless and boundless presence you guide everybody into, and the pristine way you do that. I mean, it's just so on point. It's so clear, and it's so open, and gives everybody a chance to experience that in every way. So I bow to, Bill's wisdom of getting the younger generation of 4 and 5-year-olds along to these global gatherings as well. I think my daughter will have something to do with that, Kevin, in the not too distant future.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
So
on to
thank you.
it.
Thank you. That was just beautiful, beautiful guidance. Just really, really wonderful.
Oh, thank you, Stephen. I appreciate it. Thank you. Anna, are you? We can't
I just
hear you.
want to.
There we go.
Sorry, yeah, I just want to add just on that generation thing. I have a number of friends that live around the coast in different places, and I discovered today that I could perhaps forward the link to a couple of people, but the technology is a limitation for my age group because I know Glenys would have, she was very keen to join, but didn't know if she'd be able to manage the new technology of Zoom. So I was pleased to see she did manage that. But sometimes that's a bit of a challenge for us when we get beyond the 50, figuring out the all the nuances, because sometimes when you press one area it works, and sometimes when you press a slightly different one something awful can happen. So and they all come without any manuals. You can't read anything to tell you how to work it.
I know, it's a whole new world. Well, thanks for figuring it out, and you're doing pretty well.
Yeah, I will share it around a few more. Yeah, I will share it with a few more people now that I know you're happy for me to do that, and now that I know I can do that. Yeah.
Yes. And this will be posted on our Raising Our Vibration Facebook page as well, and also on Enlightened World Network Facebook page. So that is a place that can be shared from as well.
Can I just ask also, I've been telling some people about the app, but I'm a bit unsure. I think you can download the app and access the free weekly meditations.
Yes.
Even if you haven't done the Raising Our Vibration course, is that right?
Yes, anyone can download the app. Yeah.
Okay.
So
right.
they can go to. If they just go to raisingourvibration.net, and we have links to the Android version and the Apple app store.
Yeah.
Where you can.
I just wasn't sure if you had to have done the course first. I wasn't clear about that. So.
Not at all. Yeah, that's for everyone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I'll
it can
spread the
also,
word on that too.
great. We appreciate that. Yeah. So people can go to, just go to the App Store and type in
Yeah.
ROV meditation and it comes up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And a version of this meditation will be on there a week from tomorrow. So
Oh, okay. Great.
tomorrow will be Stephen's guidance on preparing for sleep and lucid dreaming. So appropriate that he was telling us about lucid dreaming.
Oh, when is that? Is that
That will be
tomorrow?
on tomorrow. Yes, that will be.
What time
featured
your
tomorrow.
time, Stephen?
Oh, no, on the app, I mean. It's,
Oh, on the app.
yeah,
Oh, fabulous. Okay,
yeah.
great. Yeah.
So that'll be the featured meditation this week.
Okay,
So
great.
look forward to that
I'll
one.
look
It's a
forward to
good
that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Any words of wisdom from the UK?
Just to say that was a deeply soothing practice. It felt like focusing on space kind of cushioned the mind a little bit, and we're able to just quiet down what was happening. It was still popping up, it's relentless, but it was more like viewing it from further away. There was a distance that was created from it. It was like stepping into a warm bath of soothing vibrations. It was very, very nice. Thank you, Kevin.
Nice. Nice. Thank you, Josh. All right. Monica, anything else you wanted to add? Oh, okay.
No, but I was thinking that's a great description that Josh.
Yeah, just if we have that sense of space just around everything, and not just thoughts, but feelings, anything we're experiencing, situations, we can just start to feel, what if I experience this from a sense of spaciousness? As you said, it cushions it or gives it a little more openness and changes the way it feels, softens it. Yeah. So, beautiful. All right. Well, thank you all for being here. So appreciate your presence and your engagement and your focus and attention. So thank you all. Love and blessings to all of you. And we look forward to seeing you again next month on our ROV Global Meditation. We do this on the third weekend of each month. Same time, same link. So look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you.
Take care. And
Thank
love
you.
and blessings to all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Hi, everybody. Much
Bye.
love.
Bye.
Bye.